Hey everyone, good evening. I want to want to welcome you to uh, the Digital Creators Toolbox. Tonight's focus is all about Canva, the Digital Creators Toolkit, because we use Canva for what? Everything. Long as I've been doing this, that's what I tell people. I use Canva for it all, for all of it, all of the things. People are like, oh, where'd you make that? Canva. If I didn't create the art, other than the places where I create the art, Canva is what I use to do all the things: social media, email, um, mockups, branding for my business, all of the things. Um, I have created slides and all of the things that I use to teach classes, sell my products, everything. So, I design and create everything in Canva, and tonight we're going to talk about Canva as it relates to our digital creative businesses. This is not a Canva 101 class. It's not step by step, hey, here's how you make a box in Canva. I am going to graciously assume that everyone in the room is utilizing Canva in some way. And if you need if you need 101 Canva, if you're not good with Canva, there are a couple of classes in the school community. And then if you're not in the school community, I don't know why you're not, but if you're not in the school community, you can go over to my website and there are Canva classes listed there, as well as the offer that I have for the what I'm calling the vault, which is 30 of my 30 of my recorded courses. There's about 5 or 6 Canva classes in there. So tonight we are talking about Canva in relationship to our digital product businesses. So I just want to thank everybody for joining. And we're just going to talk about how you can use Canva to elevate your digital products and create designs that are going to sell, whether you're on Etsy, Shopify, creating buzz on social media. This session is all about giving you the tools to design like a pro and sell like a boss. Awesome. Yes, Stephanie, you are a lifetime member as of today. All right. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen. Renee and Kia, make sure y'all just keep an eye on folks coming into the room. Because I think there are 17 people in the room, and I believe 25 or 26 people have signed up for today. So people may be late or people may have other obligations tonight. All right. So let me stop and share. All right. And I'm going to open up. All right. So when you open up Canva, of course, this is your dashboard. Some dashboards are well organized and some are haphazard. And I feel like mine is somewhere in between because I've been doing this for a long time and I didn't really start getting organized until late in the situation. But anyway, so basics about Canva, the radio buttons at the top. I like using the correct terms for things so that you don't get surprised when you hear people say it. So these circle at the top, they are radio buttons. So these radio buttons have some shortcuts for the most popular things. I feel like it's the most popular things on Canva because I don't think they are situated. I don't think they're personalized to the person that's using it. So Instagram post square, flyer, portrait, Facebook post, landscape. Um, is everybody's Canva laid out like that, or do you get? That's what's going to tell me if they are different. Does everybody have those for the first three on their Canva? Oh, okay, great. All right, so then there is Document, which is a Canva media tool, a magic media tool, Whiteboard, Presentation, which is to create slides, Social Media. If you click on Social Media, you'll see a bunch of different things for social, particularly size for social media, Facebook posts, Instagram story, Instagram posts, TikTok video, Reels. And don't get all bogged down because TikTok video and Instagram Reel, if you notice, the same size, 1080 by 1920, 1080 by 1920. That's phone screen size. That's 1080 by 1920. So popular is first, and then they'll say specifically Instagram, specifically Facebook, and also specifically LinkedIn. All right. Then there's video, print. Canva has a printing service, and I actually, if you didn't know this, I used to use Canva to print my thank you cards when I was doing physical items. That went into my physical products that I sent out from home. I use Canva to create my thank you cards and print them, and it was pretty good. Um, if you want to create websites, and then of course your custom size. If you're uploading something, and then more is where you see everything, everything that you can do. These buttons underneath the radio buttons are magic media buttons. So remove backgrounds. You could pick a product, pick one of your images, and it'll automatically remove the background for you. Or you can upload something. Write your first draft. This is going to take you to document to Magic Write, right? Resize any design is your resize tool, which shows up underneath anything that you use. And then make me an image is of course Canva Dream Lab, which is their AI tool. If you, like with anything, if you aren't playing around and exploring, you'll never get good at it. Same with Midjourney, same with ChatGPT. I need y'all to release the fear. When you're using these tools, you are paying money for them. I'm going to assume everybody has Canva Pro. If you don't have Canva Pro, put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to assume everybody has Canva Pro. All right. I ain't got no ones. Good. So if you're using Canva Pro, that means you're paying for it. So there's no reason to not utilize it to the best of its ability. There is a lot in Canva. Canva even teaches you how to use Canva. They have classes in here, y'all. Something you don't understand, it's going to show you how to do everything up in here. All of it. Right? So, and the interactive lesson templates, this is for people who are teaching how to create presentations that are interactive for our teachers. I have a lot of teachers in my space. I think all of us do. I think there's something to be said for creativity in teaching. But if you're creating products for teachers, Canva has a whole plethora of things for you to use for those. And of course, if you are a teacher, there is a special side of Canva for you also, if you didn't know that. All right. The layout is the same, pretty much. So radio buttons, magic media tools. It's always going to lead with your most recent designs, the things that you've worked on lately, right? So recent designs are always first. You also can toggle the way you look at it. If you didn't know, you don't have to look at it in thumbnail form. You can also look at it in list form. If you click this button over here to your right, view as a list, it will show you the last time you worked on it. If you didn't know, it'll also tell you what the sizing is, whether it's something you put the size in or you used a template, Facebook posts, Instagram posts, real estate flyer, those type of things. Um, a lot of times I find this is an easier way to look for your products, especially if you have an idea of like the last time you worked on it. The dates are great because you don't get that in thumbnail view. It doesn't tell you when you worked on it. All right. Over here in the toolbar, it's gonna show your starred items, the things that you have deemed most important first, and then it's just gonna show designs you worked on recently, and then what folders you have created, right? All the way to the left, you'll have your home button. Projects. Projects are, if you click on projects, you'll see everything. You'll see not only your recent designs, you'll see your folders, and you can organize it by, you can view it by everything, or you can just look at your folders that you have. You can just look at your designs. You can look at things that you have designated under brand templates. You can look at images. Right? Because a lot of times when you upload images, it's hard to find them on that tiny little in this tiny little column. So make sure you know that you can look at your images here under projects and then any videos that you have as well. And you can toggle how you view them. It can be alphabetical, it can be by most relevant, newest edited, oldest edited, and alphabetical up and down. And then also you still can also view them in list form as well. All right. Next is templates. This is one of the reasons that people love Canva so much because Canva is full of templates. You honestly don't have to think. It's a lot like AI. You don't have to think unless you want to. Canva has templates for everything you can think of. If we just click on social media templates, you can just pick something, pick Instagram posts, and it's going to, of course, show you what's currently going on. So Valentine's Day, of course, first. But every kind of template you can think of. When we're stuck with what to post on social media, don't sleep on templates in Canva. Not only are they here for you to use, you're paying for the service, and a lot of times, even if you don't use the template itself, it gives you great ideas of how to create templates for yourself. And you can literally, if you're somebody who wants to sell templates, you can literally come in here and basically copy what a template looks like. This is a happy birthday template. You can get balloons, some glitter, some font, and create your own happy birthday template based on this. You do a whole pack of happy birthday templates that you can sell just like that. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. This doesn't even require you to know how to use AI or any of the things. But you can definitely, just like the one with the happy birthday, you can go make you some balloons in AI and bring them right on over here if you don't feel comfortable with using the elements in Canva. All right. Next, I'm just going to show branding, but we are going to get into the brand kit towards the end of the class. But of course, brand kit is a pro tool. If you don't have pro, you can't use branding, but you can create your own brand kits, which are collections of uh, brand colors, brand fonts. Um, I'll open mine up. Your logos, brand colors, uh, your fonts that you use, and then also you can do your brand voice. You can add photos that you use regularly in your brand. You can add graphics that you use regularly and icons. So anything that you use on a regular basis that helps you stay consistent with your branding, you can add to your brand kit. Apps. Canva has a bunch of apps for every single thing. We are going to go through a few of them tonight that I like and use. But plenty of apps. Get Canva for Shopify. That's new. I ain't know. I have to explore that. Connect Canva and Shopify and see how that works. And lastly, over here underneath apps is Dreamlab. And of course, Dreamlab is Canva's AI tool. This is what I was doing in Dreamlab yesterday. You get 400 credits a month. So if you're not using it, why not? It's just another place to play around. Bring your Midjourney prompts over here, and see what you get. Canva, the Dreamlab also lets you do style reference, so you can bring images over. And they're coming soon is image to image and content references, but right now, style references. So they will reference styles from an image, so you can bring your images over and make your designs pop even more using your images as style references. One thing I will say about Dreamlab is it is very literal. So make sure you're saying exactly what you want to describe and nothing more and nothing less, because it's going to do what you say. Because like in these, you'll see that the prompt says the background is a flat white backdrop, making them a focal point. And you'll see in 3 of these, there is a white backdrop. There's one here. There is a literal backdrop there, and this one here too. So just keep that in mind. But the images are great, and the fingers look good. You know, that's important. When you see a whole bunch of hands, now she got too many fingers. I think she does. She got an extra finger. But I've been having a good time playing around with seeing what I get from here. I don't know how many hands she had. All right. So that's Dream Lab. And that's just like the quick and dirty uh basics of the layout and the tools. All right. All right. Just make sure that you're comfortable with Canva's core tools and features, because we're also going to talk about some hacks and shortcuts you can use to elevate your designs. All right. Go back to home. I'm gonna put this back on thumbnail, and I'm going to talk about designing for digital products. Before I get to that, I'm going to stop my share real quick and see if anybody has any questions on just the basic layout of Canva or anything that I talked about thus far. Also, because my mouth is dry and I need some water.
I will tell you for the radio buttons, I think it's based on what you use the most. Because, like for me, I use it a lot for t shirt designs. So, my first 3 things are the social media post things because I use that a lot and the t shirt
Mm-hmm.
design. So, it may switch for
Okay,
everybody.
awesome. Anybody else? All right, let's keep it moving. All right, so what are some of the digital products that you are designing in Canva? Y'all can drop it in the chat for me. Social media posts, product inserts, clip art, journals, calendars, yes. Design for coffee mugs, yep. What else? I know y'all making more than that. Videos, wall art planners, clip art, wall art, infographics, carousels, whoop whoop, carousels, stickers and cards. So we designing all the things. We're designing all the things in Canva. Um, so are you mostly designing from scratch or do you use the Canva template? Put a 1 in the chat if you design from scratch more, and put a 2 if you use Canva templates more. Okay. I guess it's kind of even. I guess it's kind of even. Can I ask why, if you're not using the templates, why not? And if you can raise your hand so I could call on you if you have an answer for the question. Turn my thing so I can see. Um, Go ahead, Stephanie. You can unmute.
I every now and then I'll use a template, but since I've gotten into the PLR, I forget all about the templates, and so you bringing it to my attention will help me more with the like for my I just saw carousels. You had mentioned that earlier. I just saw that in there. So some of the stuff that you brought to my attention, and I've been using Canva for years and didn't really realize that, but I used to start mainly from templates, but not so much anymore.
Not so much anymore. I feel like
Go back to it.
we get into the habit of just dragging and dropping whatever we're going to use, and we forget that just because we bring art in doesn't mean we still can't use the template. Like you
Right.
can bring your art in and combine it with a template and still make less work for yourself because dragging your art in and then making everything from scratch, it's time consuming. You're being there for hours and hours and hours, and your end result, a lot of times, will look like one of the templates that's in there. So,
And dealing with the trying to choose fonts, you know what I
right.
mean? If you
Yeah.
start with a template, then you already have your font set and you don't have
Yep.
to worry about that. You know what it looks like,
Yep.
from the template. So I can see a time saver with that.
Awesome. All right. So I'm gonna go back to Canva. If nobody else has their hand up, so all right. So back to Canva. And this little lady, I did this when I was on live yesterday or day before. Yesterday, I think I was live on TikTok for a little bit and I was talking about rapper. And I used this image. Let's pull it up. Excuse me. I actually used this image as the foundation of my in Repper. So I used this image to make the patterns that I created in Repper. Um, and then I brought, if you can see over here on the left, you can see some of the patterns that I brought in from Wrapper, along with this image. So, and working from scratch, I was showing on, because people were talking about pattern making, and hey, who's being loud? I'm in the middle of something. Calm down. So I was just showing people how you can utilize Repper, like what you can do with the patterns. And so I just designed these pages really quick. I brought in the background, and I'll do it again just so you guys can see. Let's add another page. I just pulled in one of my background images, one of the patterns that I designed in Repper, and then took my image and simplicity. I know y'all like to overthink the things. I removed the background. And then I went to edit and I added a shadow to make it pop because the background is busy. So I just added an outline and I made it white. And if you want to do double duty and make this pop out even more, you can take your image that you already put an outline on. If you have a question, please put it in the chat. And download it with a transparent background. I did notice that ChatGPT, that Canva has when you click download, there's a new little line of demarcation here. Because it has all pages, but then it also gives you the option to select all down here, and that was different. So it used to just say all pages and current page, and then the page numbers would start. So this is new. I just noticed this today. But I'm just going to do the current page that I'm on because I want to download this with a transparent background so I can bring it back and show you guys something. So download 5, transparent background. All right. And then I'm going to upload it back in. Now, when I upload it back in, I can give it even more depth because now I've uploaded it back as a transparent item in and of itself, not something that I made transparent. And then I can go to edit and do shadows, and I can do a drop shadow. So now I can make it even pop out even more because I can put a shadow on it. And that's one of the things you want to think about when you're designing. Since we're talking about creating products that stand out, when you're designing, you want to make sure that your focal points stand out. You want to make sure that things don't get lost. This is still a really busy background. I probably, if I'm gonna be honest, I probably will break it up even more with some type of solid color, right? Probably take it and move it to behind the image and then change the color to one of the colors in her necklace. So change the orange, use the dropper tool, and do that. Don't be afraid to zoom in so that you can work on your products and your projects. right? Uh, oh, y'all asked about Repper. Yeah. It's called Repper dot app. Repper. So that is a cover. This, I'm going to recreate all of it just so you guys can see it. So I'm going to add another page. And I'm going to add one of my uploaded patterns. And I'm going to go to elements. I'm going to do circles this time. I'm going to go to border and choose the border around it. And I always think about people who are going to print this out. So yes, if you're doing items with color, that's great. But items that are going that are like journal pages, stationery, those type of things, pops of color for me personally. I'd rather do pops of color than full color pages. But I think about people who are going to download it and what they're going to use it for. If you give people primarily black and white, then they can always add color to it. If you're doing something themed like this where you're using you want the pages to blend with the colors, then you can do blend with the cover, then you can do both. You can do plain line pages with maybe an image on it, or some kind of border utilizing your same pattern or color scheme. This is not going to stay pink. I'm going to change it to white. And then I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to select them both so I know that they're even. I'm going to position and arrange and just they're even because you don't get the option to tidy up. If they were uneven, you would get the option to tidy up, but since they're even, you don't. So now I'm going to select them both. I am going to group them and duplicate. So now I'm going to make 3 rows of them. And again, I'm going to select them all. And I'm going to go to position. And you see now I have the option to tidy up because they're not even. So if I click tidy up, it's going to make them even. And now I'm going to put a border at the top. Oh, so I'm going to select the whole thing and make it a little smaller because I want room at the top for a title. Text, add a text box. Type in week at the line. And then I'm going to add another text box. And I'm gonna do MON. Now I'm gonna zoom in because I wanna be a little more conscious. So Monday. And I wanna make this round inside up here. So I'm gonna do effects and go to curve. And now I'm gonna duplicate this and do Tuesday. Then I'm gonna duplicate it again. Get it between. Do the same thing here. All right, so now I'm gonna do Tuesday. Thursday to Friday. And then this is going to be the weekend, so it's going to be Saturday. Saturday. Right? And I'm going to do one more that is just line pages, and I'm going to take this background, make it just like this, but I am going to make it transparent. And then I'm just going to do this. So I'm going to type. If you type L, you just get a line. That's a shortcut in Canva. If you didn't know, if you type L, it'll just give you a line. And I'm going to look at the line weight. I'm going to make it I'm going to take it down to a 2, maybe a 1.5. I don't like fat lines. I think they look unprofessional. So that's a 1.5. And then I'm going to duplicate it. And Canva will always space your elements equally as long as you don't click anywhere else. If I click outside of this before I finish all my lines, it won't space it correctly. But if I keep it 100, that's what it'll do. So now I got 3 pages, right? Actually 6, because I had underneath 3. Um, y'all want these?
Yes,
Hmm. Hmm. All right.
it's really pretty.
All right. I'm gonna because I'm gonna do some more to it, but I'm gonna download these just like they are right now as a all pages and PDF. All right. So I didn't put any titles on my cover, so we're gonna go over to some of the apps that I use and uh do some font covers. I use apps mostly for fonts, for font designs, not so much anything else. The only other apps I use a lot are I use the QR code app a lot. But if you click on apps, there are plenty of apps over here to play with. I'm gonna show you some of the ones that I use. Uh, start with Font Studio. This is Font Studio. Font Studio is free, so I've noticed I haven't seen they haven't like asked me for credits or money or anything like that. But I like it because it gives you different stylized um title um title type, display type fonts. And let's pick Color Swirl. So this is the Color Swirl font in Font Studio. These words are just you can change the text to whatever you want it to be. So I'm gonna change this to city. Pretty. Oh, not petty. Oh, I mean, but we ain't gonna do that. We got enough petty going on in the world right now. So I'm gonna change it to Sydney Pretty. So so the way you use Font Studio is you can change the text, what it actually says. You also can change the font, right? They have all bold display type fonts for you to change it to, but you can change the font. I don't like that. Um, and it also doesn't have to be all cap. It can be whatever you want it to be. But we're gonna let's see. Let's do Montserrat. All right, and then you can also change the letter field. This in here is probably a picture, because you can either fill it with color or an image. You can choose a file to put behind here, so I could go to choose file. I actually could choose this if I want to, and put that behind there. Um, the only thing I don't like about the image field thing is you can't adjust the image. So however it puts it in there, that's how it goes. So usually I'm doing color. I'm not too swift on that. So but I want to change the colors to the colors in this image. So I'm gonna choose the color and then I'm gonna do a dip, right? That yellow can stay, that pink can stay. I don't know if I need 2 greens. Let's see what I do with this green. That pink might be too light, but let's see. Let's see if I do. Let's see if this pink is the same. And you don't have to, you can use as many or as little of the color as you want, right? Special effects, you can tilt the letters, see? Right? That's a little bit too much. I like them a little tilted though. Let's see that. And then you can also separate the letters. Uh, and then once you have it looking the way you want it to look, you also can change the outline and the shadow. So you can change the letter outline, the first one, and then give it another outline, the white. And then you also can change the shadow. You also can add more layers. So if you want to add another outline layer, you can, and then you can move it. I thought you could move it. Can you move it? Let's put the shadow all the way down. Okay, yeah. So if I wanted another outline layer, I could do that and make it a different color. Right? Like that. And then once you have it the way you want it to look, you just add it to the design. That's cute. I like it. All right. Gotcha. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So that's one. So that's Font Studio. That's Font Studio. And then another one that I use is I've been playing with this week is called Image Blender. I'm gonna show you what I did. I don't necessarily want to use it for this particular thing. So let me open the other window I had open. Did I close it? Probably. All right, let's just go here. All right. This is my practice. So this is called Image Blender. Um Y'all remember the Olin Mills photos? Like when you would have the picture in the back and then you would have the half faded out picture in front. I don't know. I'm showing my age. Everybody don't know about Olin Mills, but you know, if you're of a certain age, you know about Olin Mills photo shoots. Okay. And that's what this puts me in the mind of. So it's called Image Blender. So I'm gonna I'm gonna add a new page. And I'm gonna go back to apps. And I'm going to go, you can always type in the app you're looking for. So if I type in image, I think it's called Image Blender. I think that's the name of it. All right. So Image Blender. Yeah. All right. So you have to start with the image. So you'll see it says select the image to blend. There's nothing there. So you're gonna have to choose an image that you already have or something that you brought in that you want to blend with something else. So let's do my little kimono girl. I'm gonna remove what's in the background, right? Choose her. And then I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna go to elements and I'm gonna choose something that I want to blend. So I'm gonna look for maybe a sky blue abstract. All right, so I'm gonna look in photos and find something that I think will mesh with this image. Let's do, I didn't necessarily want clouds, but I know because I said sky blue, that's what they look for. Let's try pastel blue. Let's see if that's better. All right. In front. All right. Now we're gonna go back to apps and image blender. All right, so now it's gonna say it. So you see it says blend selected image. Should have made finish her hair first. So let's make sure she got all her hair. So I'm gonna do image expand. So I get so her hair is not chopped off. So I'm gonna do expand. And I recommend you do expand before you remove the background because it's going to give it a black background. Then you see how to give it a black background, and then you can't really see because her hair is black. So I recommend that you do any magic expand before you remove the background, just because. Because it tells you images with faces, hands, or transparent backgrounds may not work well when expanding, and that's just because it's going to turn the background black. But I'm using my good eye, and I can see that it gave her the full little curly hair. So I'm just going to say done, and this is the one I choose, and now I'm just going to remove the background again. So there we go. Now we got stuff. All right. So I'm going to go back to Image Blender. And it says blend selected image. So we're going to click that. And then it asks you if you want to do it linear, which is going to be with a line like that. Or you can do it radial, which will blend in a circle. Right? It's up to you. So radial is circle and linear is a line. Right? I'm going to do linear. Then you're just going to take the little viewfinder and you're going to figure out where you want your blend to be. Right? You can change the strength, whether you want it to be faded out or want how much of it you want to show. And then I'm going to click the other image. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Cancel. Go back to my first image. Blend select the image. It's on linear. I'm going to do it down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to save it. So it's going to save that part. Then I'm going to, I want to use my second image. And I'm going to say blend second image, and I'm going to do radial. I want the, hold on. I want the blend at the ball. Save. Right? I'm going to, I'm going to select both of them, and I am going to, oh, it's not going to let me group them. Let's see. I thought it would let me group them, but it won't. But what I'm going to do is, in the background, I'm going to change the color to this peach, and then I'm going to blow this back up. Maybe not. Maybe I'll leave it white and then just expand this out. But yeah. So I've only been playing with this for the past few days, but I like it. And you could even, I guess, add more images. I don't know if I have another one that will be compatible to this, but you definitely can add more. You can use it with photographs. You really can blend anything. But I like the I've seen other people use some other tools to do the fade out, that gradient. They'll use one of the gradient elements and put it up against the image. But I think this is much cleaner and works a lot better. And it's also a free tool. So image blender. And then the last one I'm going to show you guys, the last app I'm going to show you is called Type Wrap. That's how I did this one, the Black Girl Magic one. And it's pretty simple. It's called not Type Wrap. It's called Type Warp. Type Warp. It's also an app and it's free. And you're just gonna type in what word you want. And let's do black. This is better if you do one word at a time, unless you're trying to, make a long statement in a particular shape. But I'm gonna do 3 words. So I'm gonna do black, but I'm gonna change this to a red. Let's do red. Right? So black. And like the other ones, you can change the font. You choose any font you want. This one doesn't limit you to display fonts like the thick font. So any kind of font you want, you could do it with any style lettering. I just think they look better with the fat joints, with the fat letters. So I'm gonna do black. Um, and you can decide what kind of shape you want it to be. right? You decide the shape. And once you decide the shape, then it gives you the option of the type, like this can be up or down, right? If you choose this one, you just can choose how tall you want it to be, how far up you want it to go, like that, the rounded one. If you choose this, you can choose what your curve looks like. If you choose this one, it gives you some options for the shape, what direction you want it to go in, and then you can make it taller, right? And what else? And then this last one is a wave, not so much as a curve, but it is a wave. So you can make it wavy or as least wavy as you want. And then what direction you want it to go in, right? And then you also can change the height of the wave, right? So this is type warp. So let's do baseball, okay. All right, so we'll do black, add to design, and then I'm gonna do gold. It in the opposite direction, but underneath. Yeah. Right, do that. Nope. Undo. Undo. Once you add your word, uh deselect it so you can make a new one. Okay. That's what I did do. All right. So love. Choose my font again. All right. Choose my shape. Right. And change my, I'll leave it black. So they like opposite. Go. Fine. Let me go to elements and do, let's do red heart. And let's see. Let's go to position. Let's go to layers and put it in between. Let's swap it. Let's put this. Put it in this. cute. Maybe this is too thick. All right. So yeah. So this will make a cute sticker. You can put this on a t-shirt, mug. Boom. So this is type warp, right? So I showed you type warp, I showed you image blender, and I showed you guys, what's the other one? Font Studio. Apps on apps on apps. I was gonna play with this, but they want you to pay money, so we're gonna find something that is similar another day. But yeah, so these are the three apps I wanted to introduce you guys to Font Studio, Image Blender, and Type Warp. Just add-ons you can use to enhance your products and projects in Canva. All right. I'm gonna stop my share real quick because I need to drink some more water because my mouth is dry. And I'm gonna look and see. All right. Renee, which thing?
I was saying because we talk about templates all the time.
Mhm.
You know if there are any templates specifically for at least starting the journals
Mhm.
versus because I didn't know about the L for lines until you just showed it, to be honest. And I just realized the camera's
Oh,
off.
all right. But yeah, for sure. So, uh, if we just go back to home, of course, and say you want to create journals, so you choose 8.5 by 11 size, and then first of all, when whatever size canvas you start with, Canva is going to automatically give you templates that go with that size. They're going to automatically suggest templates that go with that particular size thing. But you can definitely here, before a lot of people skip design. We just jump straight to elements, but design is first over here in the on the toolbar. So if you say journal, and then we get journal page, journal cover, daily journal, bullet journal, reading journal, or just search for journal. Let's do journal pages. Right? Journal pages. Or you could say lined journal if you're looking for line pages, right? This is giving you what it wants, actually. Let's do,
Maybe
let's see,
planner. Maybe it'll pop
let's
up as
see,
a planner
let's see,
section.
line page. Let's see what the line pages.
There you go.
A little better. Um, then if I choose one, then it gives you more. And much like elements, sometimes they give you keywords for it. So um you can also look for the keywords that are in the different uh elements. So we see black, we see minimalist, we see notes, So if you click notes, you get some options here to search for. You get notes page, you get sticky notes, you get lined paper, you get lined notebook paper, you get journal covers, journal page, notebook lines,
Okay, so at least I know what to search for now.
yeah. But then if you had said planner, yeah, all kind of things. Planners or planners, morning to-do list, schedules, notes. Weekly planner, weekly schedule planner, and then there's weekly planner, and then it might say more like this. So they give you some other options. You can also search by uh, you can also search from home and do a, let's see, search up here and do the same thing, say journal. And there are options. You can look in all your content. You can look for brand templates. You can look in Canva templates and then do a, move that out the way. Let's do it again. So I said journal and Canva templates and then click search. And a lot of these are whole journals. So when you hover over them, you'll see like this one is more than one page. This one says 5-minute gratitude journal. This is one page. This is a whole journal, I think. Oh no, it's just a journal, like the front and back cover. This is just a page. So when you hover over them, some of them will move, and these you can look at and see they are all made by the same person. So if you click on Journal by Aida, so then you'll get to that particular creator on Canva, and then you'll see all the things they made, and a lot of their things will be cohesive. So she has content calendars on here. She has 278 templates. And so then maybe you can, if you like the way her journal pages look, you can look up journal over here, and then you'll see all her journal page templates. And if it's a designer that you like, you can follow her. And then in your toolbar over here, it'll say creators you follow. And then you can keep track of if they add new products and those type of things. And same with these other designers too. If you're somebody who likes creating templates, you know you can apply to be a designer with Canva also. FYNI. All right.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. Huh?
Thank you.
You is welcome, girl. All right. All right, we're gonna go back to my planner pages I was playing with. I'll put the PDF. Hold on, let me put that in the chat. And then I'll also send it out via email, but if you want it now. All right, so you should be able to grab that if you want it. Feel free. All right. So branding. So we're gonna talk about business branding. If you put a one in the chat if you have created a brand kit in Canva. Uh, put a two in the chat if you don't know what a brand kit is. So a brand kit is just a collection of elements that you use to define who you are, um, who your business is, and how you represent yourself. Um, A brand kit is much different from just having a logo. A brand kit speaks to your aesthetic, your style, what your purpose is, and your colors have um have a lot to do with that. Uh, do you have to have brand colors? No. Should you? Yes. Just because having your brand colors is a sets a foundation for how you are seen online and where and giving people the opportunity that when they see your brand colors or your logo or your aesthetic that they automatically know it's you, right? um it's taken me a while to create my brand aesthetic as far as visually. Um, we're gonna take a look. We're gonna look at the evolution. Let's go back to home so we can just look at brand kit by itself. So if you go to home and you click on brand and uh I'm gonna choose brand kits. Um, as you can see, I have several, right? I have a few. Um, for a couple of different things. This one, the MOMM, that's for this one and the quotes for the other one, they're for two IG pages that I have in my brain. This one is actually for the Digi Collective HQ Facebook group. And then this is my main one for the Creative Brown Girl. You can see from the beginning how my brand has evolved because originally it it actually started with this image here, this PNG, this transparent image of the girl with glasses and her mask because the Creative Brown Girl was born during the pandemic. So that's why she wears a mask. This was my first online digital business logo, which was She Plans and Procrastinates. And a friend of mine just pulled that off the public domain, and then we put the letters on it before I knew how to do any of this. But when I saw this image, when I changed from She Plans and Procrastinates to the Creative Brown Girl, I had purchased this copyright image from Coco Twin. And so I decided to make her my quote unquote my mascot, right? And I'm trying to see if this will open up so y'all can see the iterations. Let's see if I can do this. Just so y'all can see her a little better. All right. So this was the Creative Brown Girl. So my original color scheme was turquoise and pink and white and black. It hasn't changed that much because now it's just pink, gold, white and black. It's same thing. But as you can see, I just really didn't. It looks, even though it's the same image, it looks very basic. So, this was what I consider my logo. And then when I started teaching classes, I put a little hat on her, put a little graduation cap on her, and put TCBG Academy underneath. And that was that. Last year, no, 2 years ago, I decided to quote unquote rebrand, change my color scheme. I thought the turquoise and pink looked a little juvenile. I didn't think it looked super professional. So that was one of the reasons I took the turquoise off. These were the original logos for my TCBG Digital Designs, my first Etsy shop. This is what it looked like. Back when Coco Twins was selling her art, and she gave us these what they call badges, so we could say we were preferred makers, so people wouldn't be hitting her up all the time saying we stole her art, because that's what people used to do. They'd be like, "Oh, they selling your art, girl," and she was like, "They pay for it, so they can do that." Okay, so that was my Coco Twins badge. My first coaching program was called Unconventional Coaching for Creatives, so this was my logo for that. And then I rebranded. So I wanted something that looked more professional and grown up. So I chose gold, and I chose a badge that had my tagline, which is beautiful, brilliant brown skin, because my tagline for the Creative Brown Girl is I create products that focus on the beauty and brilliance of brown skin. That was my tagline. And as you can see, it says established in 2020 and the Creative Brown Girl in gold across. So changed, but not changed a whole lot. I just wanted something that looked more professional. The rest of these are various Etsy shop logos that I created. I used to have a chibi only Etsy shop, and it was called Choco Chibi. So this is the logo that I used for that. The colors were brown and pink. And then, because pink, I guess, is my signature color, and if y'all knew how much I don't wear or really buy a whole lot of pink, I don't know how I ended up with pink as the signature color for my business, but the things happen, life goes on. So the rest of these are just watermarks that I've created. And if you, who needs me to show you how to create a watermark in Canva? I mean, I've shown it a lot of times, but if you want me to, I'll show you how to create watermarks. It's not real complicated. Okay. Okay, Monica, you say yes. Okay, I will show you in 1 second. So the rest of these, for the most part, are just watermarks, the various watermarks. They say different things. They say TCBG, they say the Creative Brown Girl, they say, this one I think says Creative Brown Girl VIP something, because I had another digital subscription before, so I think that's what that one says. But most of them just say the Creative Brown Girl or TCBG, which is the initial of the Creative Brown. And of course, this is my logo for TCBG. All right. So, creating a watermark, which is awesome. So, under your brand kit, you can, well, actually, you can't make the logo in your brand kit. You got to make it in Canva. So you're just gonna go home, and I just use a square because that's what I do. So you're gonna make a watermark. You want to decide what you want your watermark to be. So you can make your watermark an image. It can be a word. It can be text, a line of text. It can be whatever you want it to be, but you just need to decide what you want it to be. And so I'm going to show you how to make a text watermark. So you're just going to decide what you want to say. It can say your business name. It can say whatever you want it to say. It can say, "Don't steal me." It can say whatever you want it to say. I'm going to say, this one is going to say, "This is my official watermark." That's what this gonna say, right? You can make a one-line watermark, or you can make a watermark that you're gonna use to cover everything. So, but you use it's the same concept regardless. So this is my official watermark, right? So I'm just gonna duplicate this line, right? Just like before, just like when I was duplicating the line. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. You're just gonna fill the page up with whatever the watermark is. Whatever you're gonna use it with. Right? I'm gonna select the whole thing. And I'm just gonna center it on the page. And then I'm gonna select the whole thing. And I'm gonna go to transparency, and I'm just gonna take it all the way down, right? I'm gonna make it transparent. Whatever the words are, I'm gonna make them transparent. Because the idea of a watermark is to, one, make sure that you are able to see what you want the people to see. You don't want the watermark to be so dark that it obscures the image, but you want to know that it's there, okay? All right, so this is my watermark, right? Once you create the watermark, you're just going to click share, and you're going to download it. You're going to make sure it has a transparent background, because otherwise this white box is going to be behind it. And when you put it in front of something, it's just going to be a white box with these words. So you want to make sure that the transparent background, and then download. And to add it to your brand kit, you just go to your brand kit, and where logos are, you're going to click edit, and you're going to upload. Right? And then you're going to test it out. You're going to put a picture up here. You're going to find something. You're going to put an image over here. Right? And then you're going to go to your brand kit, and you're going to put your, I don't even know. Oh, you got to select the image first. And then you're going to go to your brand kit, brand, and click. Why is it not? Why is it not coming? Well, oh, I didn't save it. Sorry. When I upload it, you got to save it. Now, this is my brand kit. Here's my image. Click your watermark. And now you have a watermark. Probably gotta zoom in to look at it. I see it. And that's with black letters. You also can do them with white letters. Sometimes white letters show up better. So, and sometimes people don't want to, like, people don't always make a watermark so that it can be seen, but you make it so that you know it's there, right? Somebody else seeing this image from a distance, they wouldn't even really realize that a watermark is on it, right? I'm gonna show you a difference. So this is with black letters that I made transparent. And this one, I got one in here that I did white letters. This one is with white letters, and it's actually not transparent enough for me. I think I did this in another class showing people how to do a watermark. But the other thing is, whatever transparency it is, when you look at the transparency, it's at 100%. So you always can take it down. You don't have to go redo it. You can just make it more transparent. As AI and technology gets better, it's really easy to remove a simple watermark like this. Like if somebody uploads this into Canva, sometimes they'll be able to remove it from the image, sometimes they won't. But the way you can keep that from happening is to one, double up on it and don't put it right over top of each other. Like offset it, like put two on there. If watermarks are really important to you. So you can put two on there. You also can put different kinds of watermarks. You can have a word one, and then you can have one that you make with your logo. And all you do with that is the same thing. You just put your logo on a blank page and you make it transparent. And then you add it to your image somewhere where people are not really looking for it, checking for it. And then, see, I got one there. I got this one, and I got another one that's underneath it. So depending on what your product is and how secure you're trying to make it, that is going to decide how you watermark it. I don't watermark everything. Some things I do, and the longer I'm in this game, the less I watermark, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest. Just because I'm not somebody who's drawing, if I was a visual artist who created their products with paper and pen or digital paper and pen, I probably would be more diligent about watermarking. But because it's AI and because you can make 100 images that look almost just like this at one time, I don't stress out about it as much as I used to. Like I used to be like, oh, let me watermark it. Somebody might steal it. I give enough prompts away. I give enough art away that it's not that big of a deal. But I still like to teach it because it is a viable skill. And a lot of people, just like this, don't know that how to create a watermark. People be out here paying for watermark apps and stuff. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you paying for that when you have Canva? You can make your own watermark. You could create a watermark service if you had to, and people don't know how to make watermarks or QR codes for that matter. You also could do that. But it's a million ways to make money in this space. And yeah, learn how to watermark is everybody, but I know everybody doesn't know how to do it. So there's that. So watermark. Uh, I rarely place my QR code in the image. I've done some old fancy stuff like put my logo real small, like in an eye or something, but just because I've been playing around, not because I really was trying to do something, but sometimes I just try to see how I can hide it, like depending on the image, like this. Like if I put this, make a game out of it, like take this put it in her eye ball or make it real little like that. So if I zoom all the way in, put direction. So it's in there. But when I zoom all the way out, nobody can see it. But it's in there. But yeah. So you definitely can do stuff like that. I used to sometimes like put put it in script like right here, like on the neckline, like in her hair or buy earrings. So it just depends on what you want to do. But yeah, it's a lot of ways to uh brand your images, right? It's a lot of ways to do that. All right. The watermark. Back to, let's see. Earlier today, I was talking, or maybe I think it was yesterday or the day before. I was talking about using your reviews. This is something else you can do in Canva. Is create social media posts just using your reviews. This is literally this takes 2 seconds. If you're somebody who gets, whether your reviews are on Etsy or Shopify, or you use a review app, or just when people comment nice things about things that they purchase from you on the internet, you can turn that into a social media post. Simply, I got 5 stars. I put the person's name who left the review and what the review is about. It's about this particular class. And then I just copy and paste what they put in the review app. And you can post this on social media to entice people to purchase whatever the thing is. So these are all for different classes. But I've been doing this for a long time because I feel like these classes, this from 2023. I just changed the colors. It's the same. I use the same template, and this is not a template that I got. I put my logo, the title, 5 stars, what the person said, their name, and thanks for the review. Like, no muss, no fuss. I don't know why I need to make a template that I could sell for reviews. I didn't even think about that. So just this minute. Okay. All right. Or somebody else, there's an idea. When I say something, don't think that you can't do it because I said it. Hey, I probably still won't do it. But um, one more thing you can create, like, I don't know, I think I gave a lot of ideas for products and templates you can create right in Canva. We've gone over apps. We explored the brand kit. We talked about creating quick projects in Canva. That is my presentation. I'm going to turn my share off, and now I'm going to open up the floor for questions for 10 or 15 minutes. Because my goal was to get everybody out of here at 9 o'clock. Okay. Or if you don't have any questions, that's fine too. But please ask. That's why I'm here. That's why you pay the big bucks for the live class. So y'all can ask the question. But hey, maybe I blew your mind. Maybe I blew your mind so you don't have no questions. You're like, hey, I know everything I need to know. I don't know.
It's pretty thorough.
Awesome. I'm glad that it was thorough. I use Canva every day, but a lot of times I still don't feel like I am a Canva quote unquote guru. I know a lot, but then I watch other people's Canva videos and I'll be like, hey, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know how to do that. And so just the same way you guys may feel about watching me teach, I also experience that when I watch people teach other things. I'm like, hey, what? Oh, that I didn't know that. Yeah. So I love it. Um, but yeah. So in 2 weeks, we will be diving into the world of Chat GPT. My goal is to I'm going to commandeer somebody who is a who knows a little bit about teaching GPTs, because that is not my forte, but I do want to include that in the ChatGPT class. So look forward to that. And so that'll be in 2 weeks on February the 13th, because that's 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, we will be in the middle of February. So there's that. And what else did I want to talk about? Oh, tomorrow, January 31st, is the last day to sign up for lifetime access to TCDC for 202.50. So there's that. So if you are thinking about it, tomorrow's the last day, and it won't be offered again to sign up for lifetime until Juneteenth. And I don't know if it'll be 202.50. It more than likely will be more, because there will be more. That's 5 months from now. There will be more. So if you want to get in on the ground floor and get this good 2025, that's where the 202.50 came from. Get that 2025 beginning of the year rate. Go ahead and sign up. I purposely put it on my website and didn't add it as a lifetime deal on school, so that people could use payment plans, Shop Pay or Sezzle or whatever, so that you would have an opportunity to break the payments down if it was overwhelming. So there's that. Prompt Guide Bundle now has 36 prompts guides in there, 36 and counting. How many weeks we have left in Q1 is at least how many prompt guides will get added. I committed to adding one per week, but some weeks there are two, some weeks there are one. So one week I think it was three. But anyway, there's that if you want to take advantage of that. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, my other thing I wanted to ask you guys is on the off weeks from this particular Digital Creators Toolbox series, my goal is to do some type of flash class. Drop in the chat any ideas you have for what you would like me to teach, because I have taught everything, so my brain just be like, don't nobody need to learn that, because I already taught it 47 times. But if you have ideas, please put them here. Or also, if you're in TCDC, that's what today's post was about, the post for the day. So you could drop your ideas there if you don't know right now, if you need to think about it. But help me help you, because I don't know. That's it. And I also want to really encourage y'all. Black History Month, yes, it's coming up, and Valentine's Day and all the things, but the conversation in the media and on social media and all around is Black folks, products. I don't do the emotion AI art. Who has somebody, y'all? Somebody has a class on animation. Who is it? Is it Kelly?
I want to say Kelly or Michelle.
I feel like I'll find out, and I'll put it in. Who asked that question? Monica, Monica Walsh, you in TCDC?
No, not yet.
Are you in the Facebook group?
Facebook group? Your Facebook group?
Uh-huh.
Did I sign up? I don't think I signed up yet. I have to.
Okay. Kia, can you put the link to the Facebook group? Because I'll put it in there as well. I'll find out who's teaching it, but I think it's Kelly. Um,
Okay.
and I don't think Kelly is in TCDC either, but we're connected outside of the group. So I'll put her information because she teaches an animation class. I do not.
Okay, because I saw that on my Facebook page like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, oh wow, I never saw someone getting their hair pressed with AI.
Yeah, that people out here doing amazing things with the animations. I just I didn't get there yet. Okay.
I think
People been
Adrian
doing
have
People been
a
doing GPTs for 2 years, and I just made my first one the other day. So I don't know. Uh, I stay in my lane until I feel ready. I don't always jump on the trends. Um so Misha Nicole has one too. Thanks, Kia. Misha Nicole she's in both groups, so I'll get hers too. She just taught that like last weekend, I think. She taught an animation class. Um, what else? I wrote down all the notes for the class, but I did not write down what I wanted to talk about after the class. But that's okay. It's all
I
right.
have a question.
I'm sure I will think of it later and post it somewhere. But I just want to say I appreciate you guys. Hey Stephanie girl, what's up?
Hey. Okay, so I get confused with a whole bunch of like I don't know what everything is included. You know what I mean? Because I be about to buy stuff over again, and I just need to know what's included in the lifetime membership of
The
TC.
lifetime membership to TCDC is just that you don't have to pay monthly for TCDC anymore for a lifetime of the thing. That is it. That is what it is. It is not having to pay $27 a month. No matter how far this goes, how expensive it gets, you have already paid. You have lifetime membership. You don't have to do anything else as far as TCDC is concerned.
Okay. Mega
Moving forward,
bundle.
the mega bundle prom guide, you already got that. You got that when you purchased this. The mega bundle prompt guide came with this series.
Okay,
So you
that's
had
what I
right. Yeah,
okay.
you had that. You had that. So
Okay.
you don't have to worry about
That's not the same
purchasing.
fault.
No, the vault is 30 pre-recorded courses that I've taught over the past 2 years. It's 30 pre-recorded courses. And at the end of Q1, they are going to disappear forever because I need to clean out my page and my life. But I pulled all the viable courses that I still had that people still could learn and benefit from and put them into what I call the vault. So, and that is lifetime access. You have a PDF with the link to access all of those courses. So that
Okay.
is separate. And it's not going away. It probably won't go away till the end. It's not going to go away till the end of Q1
Okay.
for that.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions?
One more. So the mega that you sent us, I forgot what you call it.
The
Those
prompt bundle?
right, the prompt bundle, is that PLR? Like we can resell that? We can sell that?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, I was
No.
okay. Thanks.
But you definitely can take those the prompts and create the images, to redescribe them. Anything you create from the prompts, feel free to resell. But the actual prompt bundle, no.
Okay. So when I put it in Mid-Journey, whatever prompts I get, like when I tweak it, then I can sell my own prompts
Yep.
from that.
Mhm.
Okay,
Definitely.
got it. Well, thank you so much. I really enjoyed this, Tiana.
Awesome. I'm glad. Surprisingly, I still get nervous. If y'all don't know that about me, I still be uncertain some days. So, um, letting me know that I did it and you got something out of it. It's great. I love it. Thank you so much for helping me. The world is crazy right now, and that is good news. Anybody else have any questions?
I have a question,
Okay.
today. From the previous class, did we have templates with that?
I just sent them out yesterday. Did you?
Just yesterday?
Yeah,
I must have missed it in the email. Thanks.
yeah, I did just send them out yesterday. From the last digital creators class or the listing class?
The upscale one, the digital, the toolbox one, the last.
Yeah, you gotta you got no, it wasn't templates.
That's
Let's
it.
see. The first digital creators toolbox class, you got a Midjourney like ebook that had prompts in
Okay.
it, prompt
Okay.
modifiers and all of that.
Okay.
That came with the first class. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Hatane,
Mhm.
you had mentioned, I think this is on the same post that you put out about what has helped you in your business. I don't know if it was the superpower post or
Mhm.
that's the same post where you were asking us what you can, what do we want to learn?
Mhm. That was from today. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, um, putting the S, I know you did a Mid-Journey, class, and I think most of it is going to be just practicing, but you said that using those S refs and something else really helped to um, uh, elevate your art.
Yeah.
And
I am an image reference girl. Like even before SRF code started and people were using the code for SRF, I attach images to almost every prompt to get different looks. Like I literally, there's probably a prompt in my Midjourney that I've run 50% of the time. 50% of my images in there are from the exact same prompt, just adding different images to it as a reference.
Okay.
So I will run an image. I will run a prompt over and over and over and over again. I'll just pick another image to add to it to see what that does to me. Pick
Okay.
2 or 3. Pick 5. I'm out here playing the lottery. Pick 3. Pick 5. Pick 4.
And you putting the image reference, not the character reference.
Yeah, just I do it as a style. Usually, it's the style reference is my favorite. I do because you can do character, style, or image. I'll do style reference. Style reference is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Going?
Oh, what? Oh,
Uh-huh.
sorry. I was just gonna say. I know. Speaking about Chat GPT,
Mhm.
I didn't realize that they updated their where you can organize all your files now into folders. And so I asked Chat GPT to put my conversation into a folder.
Mhm.
And so what it did, it created a virtual folder itself. So I just have to reference it to go find my virtual folder. So I was like, oh, so these are the things I guess, like you said, keep talking to Chatty and
Yeah.
develop certain things. So thank you for that. And I'm looking forward for the class in 2 weeks.
Yes. Yes. And that's really how you get good at all of these things. You just have to erase the fear because a lot of us have a fear of doing it wrong. We all have the fear of, I'm going to mess it up.
Mhm.
You really can't. You really can't mess it up. Even using the ChatGPT, the Canvas in ChatGPT, sometimes I'll highlight something and delete it. There's an undo button. So
Mhm.
I just undo it and it'll say restore to previous. And I'll be like, yes. And then I just do it over again. I ask the question again and get it, get what I needed. So you really can't mess it up. You mess it up more by being afraid than by trying. Because you're never gonna know if it works if you don't try. And it's creativity. So it's really no wrong way to do it.
I'm finding with ChatGPT that feature where you can talk to it. It's just, oh
I
my God,
told people a long time ago, that's the best way for
the
me. A
best.
lot of
It's
times,
good.
because a lot of times, because we are, first of all, those of us that are of a certain age, we need to write it right, right? So that is our holdup in using ChatGPT because we're trying to figure out what words to write down to say how we feel or what we're trying to get accomplished. When if I pick up my phone and it'd be like, look, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. Like you talking to your friend. ChatGPT, it understands you.
It is
And a
going
lot
to,
of times you get a much better result just talking to it because it's like a brain dump. You just get it. And I'm like, and don't interrupt me and wait till I'm finished and wait till I tell you to go. Because if you pause, it'll be like, oh, she's done. And I'll be like, wait till I say I'm done.
okay, that's a good tip.
Yeah. But yes, talking to it always works for me.
Yeah, yeah,
All
chatting
right.
with friends.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. Somebody is cooking in the kitchen and it's not me, but I can smell it. So I guess I'm gonna get
Thank you.
Thank
because
you.
otherwise it's been a hot dog. Hey, huh? What happened? Here she comes. Tell me some. What was that? I just said somebody was cooking, so I might get to eat something.
Don't leave her alone.
We
Leave
got
her
a Hello
alone.
Fresh box, so she and they're making some. I don't know whatever they told her to make. All right, ladies. I'll holler at y'all. Oh, and I think I got cut off. Please put your products out there because people are talking about black products from black people. So put your stuff out there, please,
Class
please,
Sanders.
and thank you. Please, please. Make a shirt, make a mug, make a bag, make a tote bag. It doesn't have to be rocket science. It don't have Renee, that shirt Renee got on, that's her shirt. She made that. That's her design.
Let me see.
The shirt I
Oh,
have on actually came from Target's Black History collection year before last. I don't think it was last year, but this was their a shirt from their Black History collection year before last. Very simple. If y'all go look at Target's Black History collection, you're gonna be mad. Cause I was like, is this it? I was like, we got our stuff is better than that. They got wall art, they got little poster wall art that's just black girls.
Speaking of which,
I'm like, what
February
is it?
1st, Heart and History Challenge. Wall art. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just
Yeah,
saying.
we out here playing around for no reason. And the folks gonna say, I don't have an audience. You don't have an audience because you don't do it. You don't show up. You're not putting your stuff out there, and you won't get an audience until people see that you're doing something.
Right.
You got to do the thing to get the thing. You got to do the thing to get the thing. I'm gonna make a shirt to say that. You got to do the thing to get the thing.
Hey, how today?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, how y'all doing? Quick question. I just purchased the 30
Like
pre-recorded
the what,
and
honey?
I just purchased the 30 pre-recorded.
Uh huh.
Hold on, I forgot.
The vault.
Yeah, the vault. And
Hmm.
so you said it'll be up until the end
No,
of
you have always if you purchase it, you got access to it. It's not gonna disappear. It's gonna disappear, i.e., people won't be able to buy it anymore. But if you purchased it, it's not going anywhere. You'll have as long as you got the links, you'll have access to it. It's not disappearing like that.
Okay, okay, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said, well, let me go
It's
ahead and
this.
grab it now. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
You know,
hey,
it's
look,
mhm.
I purchased my lifetime access, so I got to put that in as a small win.
Yes,
Because
ma'am, you
I'm
did.
I'm finna do the thing, y'all. I'm finna do the thing.
I'm excited for you. All
Yes.
right, ladies. I'm gonna get out of here for real.
All right. Enjoy your
I
meal.
love y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah.